and I am so sorry, I don't feel good. This right here, you can get at Dollar Tree for $1 every year. As a matter of fact, they just started putting Christmas out. Go and check your Dollar Tree out. This is what they sell for $1 at Dollar Tree. It's a 12-inch frame. Every year they have them. Alright, it's 12-inch ring wire frame. And it's really cool because you do have your little tinsel ties. And when you're using the 8-inch round signs, you can use them on the 14 or the 12. But what I like about this is because it is smaller and you have your little ties, it makes it a lot easier and easy. And we're going to use a 12-inch round Christmas sign, all right? Guys, it took everything I had to come on tonight, by the way. I was sick. He's like, you don't need to go. I was like, Chris, I can't help it. I got to. He's like, I know. He's like, you don't look so good. Even Chris is worried. He's like, your face is breaking out. You're throwing up. You're not holding anything down. You're passing it. It's been awful. Awful. All right. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 6 on bar 1, and then you have 5 on bar 2, all right? This is real easy. We're going to use the bow that we made last week. This is a sign I'm using that has all the colors, all right? Now, the bow is the traditional red and green that Miss Ann likes, but I use this ribbon here, and I found this sign, so I changed up the mesh. This is the ribbon we're using, the bow we're using, and I do have ribbon we're going to put in it too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, and you only need 12 pieces of mesh. Yeah, it's real easy. I got 12 pieces, but I got 12 of the red, which is the white and red clear, like the clear and red poly burlap check, but it's not check, it's it's check, but it's not the check, it's the fluorescent check. It's red and white, and then we have the cotton jute. You're going to take them both together. This is real easy. And you're going to take this, just as simple as that. You're going to go and leave this here because we have ribbon. So I'm going to just twist it once because I do have ribbon. All right, just twist it once. I really feel like poo-poo. I do. I actually have, I have 6. So I'm going to probably cut a couple more. But you can actually take these apart because I cut only 6. Yeah, it's 6. 6 of each, so there's 12, but I'm doubling these on the bottom, so I'm going to use 6 here, and I'll have to cut some more. These are cut in 20 or 24 inches. This is your Dollar Tree. And these, like I said, they're $1. They're easy to work with. They're not hard at all. Not at all. And it's simple because you don't have a lot of ties. It's only 12 inches. All right, so you have 6 ties at the bottom. Is it 6? Yeah, 6. 7 at the bottom and 5 on top. So you have 12 altogether. So 12 ties altogether. So you don't, it's not a lot. Just twist it once. See that? See how pretty that is? It's not hard at all. The reason why we're twisting it once is because I do have ribbon that I want to put into the twisties. So take this, and we'll go ahead and I'll cut 5 more of these. Because I could only cut 6, I think. So I'm going to have to cut 5 more. Or 7 more. Huh. 6 more. Yeah, 6 more. Let's see. just twist it only one time. Real easy. And like I said, these should be coming out anytime. These are Christmas forms. They're easy to use and they're cheap. They're $1. You can't go wrong with it. They're only $1. All right. Oops. Ginger, I didn't bring your blankie in here. It's in the other room, baby. I'm sorry. She's at my feet like, Mom, you have me on the floor. I'm not in the chair, and I don't have my blanket. I feel so bad. I haven't been spending time with them either. All right, so I need to cut 6 more, okay? Because you're 7 here and then 5 up here. So I need... Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that was, yeah. So 6 more, which is fine. I'm gonna put this over and we're gonna cut 6. So I'm gonna cut some in front of you. See, I wasn't using my head. I was like, oh, I'll just cut. I could use this to make the whole thing. And honestly, if you wanted to only use 1 piece instead of double piecing it like I am, most definitely you could do that. I'm actually gonna cut this in 24. Yeah, 24, not 20. So I need 6 more. So 12 more pieces because I'm doubling up mine. You could use single pieces if you want. You don't have to double it as I am. I like mine double. I seem to think it's pretty that way. Gives it texture. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 and 6. Oh. Here we go. Okie dokie. So we're going to take a 20. I cut it at 24, not 20. There we go. 2 pieces at a time. There's 12. So that would be 12 of the red and clear and 12 of the cotton drift. There we go. Let me move this. And like I said, these are Dollar Tree frames we're using today. And they're 12 inches. So really easy. Easy, and you're going to see that you only have the 2 bars, but the way I'm making it is nice and full. It's really nice and full. It's beautiful, and it's easy. Here we go. I cut my ribbon in 14 inch. Oh, is it 14 or 12? I'll have to measure it. I think it's 12 actually. I'll measure it real quick. And I cut 6 of each, and we'll go over that too. And I only did 2 ribbons. Here we go. Real easy. Like I said, these are Dollar Tree frames. They're $1. You can't go wrong for $1. Look at how cute that is. See how cute? Nice and full. 12 inch, $1 from Dollar Tree. It's got the twisties on it. Comes out every Christmas. So they should be putting them out now, actually. They're definitely worth it. Now some of them, I will say that some of them, these are a little loose. If they are, just make sure that you take it and wrap it around your bar. Just wrap it around and up, and you're fine, because sometimes they can come a little loose and will fall off. This one seems to be really good though. Haven't had any issues. See how pretty? Like I said, 12 pieces. And you're going to see that this fills up. It's nice and full. Not a lot of work. Real easy. Easy to do. Not hard at all. And And 12 inches is actually perfect for the 8-inch round. I use 8-inch round though, you know, I'm 14 and 12. Just depends, but I like the smaller bows are for 12, the bigger bows are for 14. So if you wanted to do this in white and red or red and green, you most certainly can. You can do it with single pieces. Don't have to do it the double like I am. I like the double because I like how thick it is. And you're going to see that you can pull it apart and fluff it out. One left, and then we're already done with putting on the mesh. It's that quick. Go over our ribbon. We only have, I have 12 ribbons. 6, but 2 ribbons. So there's 12 pieces, but 2 6 bunches. 2 ribbons, 6 bunches. 2 ribbons, 6 bunches. Real simple. All right, so we're going to put the ribbon in and then we're going to fluff this out. So you'll see. You don't have to fluff the top out. You can. So the top, I'm not going to put the ribbon in the top, so go ahead and twist this in. Just twist it and tuck. And the green is in the sign, so it goes with it. Twist and tuck. There you go. So, yeah, 12 inches I cut the ribbon. Same as our bow that we did last week. I did one of the 2.5 and then one of the 1.5 inch. All right. And we made our bow last week with this for this one. Just gonna fold it in half. Grab them. Knock them all over. I was like, Chris, it's not going to be a long tutorial, honey. I promise. He's like, and let me tell you, Chris he took off. He starts leave on Monday. My husband took off 3 weeks. He was going to do a month. And he said, I'll do 3. If I need more, then I'll take more. He's been saving up. I have a good husband. He's been saving up his leave for about 2 years because we've been fighting to get surgery done for years. But the past 2, we knew that it was going to be any time. 2 years ago, we knew that any time it was going to happen because we knew I was getting sicker. We knew. It was the tipping point 2 years ago. And what happened was, it just got to the point I was sick all the time. So, and we changed doctors, and then COVID happened. As you all know, COVID happened. When COVID happened, it kind of put, what in the world? Where's my other one? I'm missing one. Not cool. Where'd you go? Alrighty. COVID happened and it kind of put a damper on the testing at Mayo. Because Mayo was one of the COVID hospitals when it first happened. They still are COVID hospital. So it kind of put a damper on our testing. Not testing, but surgery. On getting to the surgery part. Everything was delayed. I waited 7 months. She didn't say anything. And finally, I got sick, fell on my face, bloody nose. Doctor wrote it in, finally, and then sent it over. He got a hold of me as soon as Chris called them and said, what's the deal? He said, well, she can send it over all she wants, but I can't do anything until her primary care gets the referral in. Primary got the referral in. He talked to me, ordered the mapping MRI, called me the day of the mapping MRI and said, I'm doing surgery. He goes, this is definitely an issue. He goes, tumor's not, it's not as big as some. It's on the smaller side. Even though it's doubled in size, it's still on the smaller side. Even though it's doubled, it's still a small tumor. But it's cortisol producing, and that's what he said. All the science is there. We see it on the MRI. He said, we're doing this. You guys, we're doing it. I said, okay. And that man, he's on the ball. Next thing I know, I get all these. Not only is he doing it, I got all this stuff in. Admissions, all these appointments, surgery schedule. Everything was scheduled. Surgery, everything. Like, everything was done. It's like, holy cow. Like, as soon as I talked to him, he said, we're doing this. Science is there. It needs to come out. I see the tumor. It's there. He goes, we just, we have to make sure that it wasn't scar tissue. And that's what some doctors can argue. Oh, it's scar tissue because I had chemo and radiation. And I had already had a procedure done. So it can look like a tumor, but it can be scar tissue that's in the brain. And that's kind of the holdup. They didn't know. And so Mayo has a different MRI machine. So I'm taking this. Remember, we only twisted this once, the twisties. You twist it again and put your ribbon in. And there's only 2 ribbons. So they did that. It's awesome. Did the testing. He said, this is what we're doing. It's there. There's the science backs it up. It's active. It needs to come out. So the ENT, she's not really an ENT. She's a head, neck, and brain specialist. Kind of like an ear, nose, and throat, but she does brain surgery up the nose with the neurologist. Kind of like one, but not really. I can't explain it. She's not a regular ENT, put it that way. So anyways, okay, so because there's 7 and bar 1, I only cut 6, because typically there's only 6. The bow's going right here, so I skipped 1 here, because my bow's going to be tied in right here. The sign's going here, so 6 ribbons, but skip 1, all right? 6 bunches. And remember, you only twisted it once, so you should have enough to twist the 2 ribbons in. This is real easy. It's not hard. Super easy and quick. This is a quick bow. Not bow, but a quick brief to make. Quick, easy, and fun. Quick, easy, and fun. All right, and we'll fluff this out in a minute. So this is going here. So the bow will go that we made the other night, last week. Here it is. I knew I had it. Cut another one for no reason. This goes right here. All right. So it's going to be perfect. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put our sign on, and then we're going to tie the bow in and then fluff this out. All right. Here we go. So anyways, surgery's around the corner. My son is freaking out. He was told if he didn't put the baby in school, they're not offering homeschooling here, that he would lose the baby's disability, even though the baby has a compromised immune system. However, the baby's just going to start. The baby has to go to school. We're just waiting. He's waiting until next week. It's registered on and everything. Half kids were sent home with COVID-like symptoms. However, he hasn't been. He'll start next week. We're trying to keep him away from me if he's going to be going to school. I cannot get sick. He also said, point blank, you have a compromised immune system. He also said that this is a disease that I will have for the rest of my life. It always has to be monitored. Yeah, just because you have brain surgery doesn't mean you're not monitored all the time. Yeah, as we know, this is my second brain tumor, so I already know this. He doesn't understand why I wasn't monitored properly. But anyways, this is for the rest of my life. But I should get better and go in remission. But you still have to be checked and monitored for the rest of your life. What did he say? He said I cannot have the vaccination. It will kill me. I am one that can't have it. And I cannot get sick. It will kill me. He said, you cannot get sick. He goes, if you get COVID, I can't do the surgery. He goes, and where your health is right now, Carmen, if you get sick, he goes, most likely you will die. I was like, what? He's like, I'm not joking. I was like, okay. He goes, you can't, I cannot be vaccinated. I cannot have what anyone else is having. It will kill me. Sorry, not everyone can have it. They will say whatever they want. It's not what these doctors are saying. Even my regular doctor was trying, she kept on saying, well, we were told that even if you have a compromised immune system, she goes, but I need you to find out from your endocrinologist and neurology. So I asked him. They said absolutely not. I asked him, I just want to know. No, you can't have it. He goes, you are one that would get blood clots and die. I was like, okay. He goes, you can't have it. I said, all right. He's like, not everybody can have it. He goes, yes, there are people that have had cancer and remission that have, gotten the shots. He goes, there's plenty of people that have gotten it that have certain autoimmune disorders. He goes, but unfortunately, you are one that can't have it. I said, all right. Ever. So for Miss Carmen, I have to be very careful. So Michael's trying to get the baby to start school, when I have surgery, because Michael took some time off. Or at least do it next week when Chris is here, and I'll just go in my room and stay in my room, and we'll sanitize, but I can't get sick. Can't do surgery if I catch it. And I can't catch it after I have surgery, so I can't. All right, so this is absolutely beautiful. We are going to fluff this out after I tie this on. So we're going to tie this right here at the bottom. And you could actually put the holes on up and down if you wanted. Here, let me open this up. You could have, I could have put the two holes up and down instead of, I don't know, Carmen. So this is a smaller bow that we did, a simple one, and I actually love it, that we did last week. And we'll do something tomorrow. I just haven't figured out what one yet. This is really cute. This is super easy, everyone. Oh. If I'm throwing up again, everyone, what I can do is at least come on and pray with you. Or just do maybe a bow. Like I said, even though I'm not going to look that great after surgery, it's going to take, a while for my face to heal. Because remember, even though they're going up my nose, let me explain. This is brain surgery. It's not, up your nose and into the sinus. No, it's up my nose into the cortex of my brain. You're going into the gland. Your pituitary gland still has bone in it. People think that it's a gland and there's no bone or cartilage, which is not true. You have to open up that part of the brain that holds the gland, and there is a piece of bone that they remove, and they go inside of it and dissect the tumor out of the pituitary, and it is the main function of your brain. So everybody knows this. This is the main function of your brain. Without a pituitary, you will not have a proper life. It is the motherboard. Like you need a motherboard for your computer. It's the motherboard for your brain. It controls every hormone of your body. Okay? It is the most important part, matter of fact. And that's why when something's wrong with it, you get really sick. I like this. Okay, so this is really cute. And see how fast that was? That was really cute. All right, what I would do with this, though, is I would fluff it out. Because I did double. Go ahead, once you put it together, and pull it and kind of fluff it. Give it that little curl to it, because I doubled this, which is really, really cute. This is super cute. Look it. So you have the doubling of it. So now I'm going to pull it apart. And that, my friends, is going to give it that really curly, fluffy texture. So all I'm doing is just pulling the two pieces apart and kind of pulling it out and fluff. Out and fluff. So if I don't do one, we'll at least try and do a bow and talk tomorrow, okay? Just wanted to come on. I've been sick. And like I said, like he said, I'm going to feel a big relief the minute they get the tumor out, because the cortisol will drop. That's how they will know I'm in remission and they got all of it, is the cortisol is going to drop. Problem with that is they look for cortisol to kind of go into adrenal crises, and that's where you get low cortisol, which is it's a temporary Addison's. It's where you have to take cortisol. Hydrocortisol, you'll have to take it. And then they kind of wean you down as your body starts to reduce it. Not everybody goes through that, but it can happen. So that's our biggest thing we're worried about. Let me pull this. I really love this. And this does not cost a lot of money to make because it's on a $1 frame. I'm not going to use that much mesh. The bow is cute. Got the 8-inch round. I love this. $1 frame from Dollar Tree. The ones with the ties in it. You got 12 ruffles. 12, so it'd be 24 because I doubled it. Alright? 12 ties. You got 12 little bundles of ribbon. A cute little bow. And it's really cute. Cute. Roughly. Perfect. Quick. See how quick it was tonight? Quick. Easy. Really easy. quick and easy. That's quick and easy. Really cute. It's really, really cute. I love it. Really, really cute. Super cute. All right. So let me put this. I know you guys were worried, so I needed to come on. Like I said, Chris has been... I was supposed to come on yesterday, and he's like, Like Tuesday, he's like, I told them you're not going to be back until Thursday or Friday. He goes, maybe the cortisol will go down. I was like, it's not going down, Chris. This is why we're at the point of surgery. It's not going down. It's, it usually goes through those cycles, and now it's to the point where it's staying high. All right, there we go. All right, so that's what we made tonight. Really, really, really super cute. Really cute.